Battle of Brandywine. The Battle of Brandywine was between General William Howe and the Redcoats against George Washington and the Patriots, trying to capture Philadelphia. General William Howe spent the first part of his summer campaigning in New Jersey trying to get George Washington out in the open so his army could destroy him. Since Washington refused to meet Howe, he had to force Washington into battle differently. It's November 9th, 1777. The British wanted Philadelphia, so they started marching from the Chesapeake and landed at the head of Elk, Maryland.
The British camped at Kennett Square and planned to march from Kennett Square and meet Washington's army at Chad's Ford. The plan was, while General Howe talked to Washington, half of his army would march through an unknown ford to capture Philadelphia. Then the other part of Howe's army would march to meet Washington on the banks of Chad's Ford. Chad's Ford had high ground, which gave Howe an advantage, and it allowed Howe's army to have a safe crossing at Brandywine River. The other part of the army would march north of Wister's Ford, crossing the river at a ford that was unknown to Washington. Howe was ready to make his plan a reality.
The day of the battle, September 11, 1777. General George Washington was determined to prevent the British from capturing the American seat of government, Philadelphia. They took positions along the Brandywine Creek, and Washington falsely believed that the army has blocked all fords. General Wilhelm von Kipphausen was set to go against the Americans' front at Chad's Ford, while Howe's army crossed the Brandywine River. Thick fog appeared, and Howe took advantage of this and appeared undetected on the Continental right flank.
Washington was unaware that Howe's army was coming, so he assembled his army to take high ground around Birmingham Friends Meeting House as a last resort. Howe's troops snuck undetectedly and simultaneously hit the American troops that remained near the Quaker Meeting House. George Washington's troops collapsed. Washington told Nathaniel Greene to act as a rear guard so the Continental Army could escape northeast. Greene's men attacked the British along Birmingham Hill to distract them as Marquis de Lafayette retreated with the troops.
This is a picture of where Howe's army marched. This is a map of the whole day of the battle. George Washington surrounded and retreated north to Germantown, which allowed the British to take the land with no opposition. Washington knew he was outsmarted and the British won. The results of the war ended with more than 1,100 American men killed or captured and around 600 British men killed or captured.
The battle lasted for a total of 11 hours, making it the longest one-day battle. Washington's army believed that they did not lose due to poor fighting skills, but they lost due to not knowing the area well enough. Washington was forced to abandon most of his weapons and artillery and suffered a great loss of 1,100 men. It was a great win for Howe. The Battle of Brandywine was the end of frustrations for the British in North America. After the Battle of Brandywine, the next battle to come is the Battle of Clouds, which also happened in Pennsylvania.